So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are absolutely fine and sound, and in this video we'll cover this lab, and this will be a detailed tutorial because some of you are unable to get whatever we are doing in this lab and you are facing issue in the GitHub authentication part. Like you are getting an error, account has been flagged. So here we'll cover each and everything. I also published the video yesterday, but still many of you are facing issues. So here I'll share each and everything in detail. Before we start, make sure you create a GitHub account beforehand and just do all the steps. And if you have already done this lab, how you have to set your GitHub account again for this particular task, we will cover this thing. So first of all, click on Start Lab. And by default, if you are doing it as a part of Arcade game, it won't require any credits. So just once you click on Start Lab, all the credentials will be shown over here. And many of you are asking how to enable this yellow check my progress bar. For that, you need to check the description box of this video. I have attached the image. You can check it out and just open it. Now let's open the Cloud Console Incognito window. While it is just starting to initiate, first of all, if it asks for username and password, you can refer to the lab instructions. Now here, wait for it and just click on I understand. Now open a new tab, and if you don't have a GitHub, you have to just open the GitHub. Okay, just open GitHub on Google. And here you can see this sign up for GitHub. Just click on it. If you don't have a GitHub account, you have to simply sign up. Here you have to enter your email address, password, username, whatever you want, and then just click on it. Or you can just sign up directly using a Google ID or Apple ID, just like we do. It's a normal sign up process. There is no complex thing involved. Now I already have a GitHub account, so I am signing in. Make sure you are signing in all the things in the incognito window because we have to complete this task particularly in incognito window. Now here, as I have already done this lab, so by default my repository is being shown over here. Okay, so I have to delete this repository so that I am not getting any kind of error. And if you are not seeing this repository, then do not worry, you can move ahead. First of all, for all the people who have completed this lab before, you have to click on your profile, come to repository sections. If you are not seeing this, click on this, the repository, and then simply go to the settings and scroll down till the bottom. And here you can see delete this repository. Click on this, click on and I understand, and from here just copy it. Drag your mouse cursor from here to here, copy it, paste over here, and just delete the repository. So now finally you can see we are set for this lab. Now simply come over here to the console, click on I agree and continue. And in the next step, first thing you have to just activate the Cloud Shell over here. So just activate the Cloud Shell and wait for the Cloud Shell to get activated. After that, we'll open the VM instance page. So just wait. Now click on authorize, and if it asks to continue, click on continue to. Now, first of all, let me increase the font size. Now the font size is increased. Now from here, you can see the compute engine. Okay, click on it. Just click on the VM instance. And now from here, wait for a second. First of all, let me see what they have mentioned on the lab, whether it's the setup thing or not. So now let's come back again. There is nothing like this, what I was thinking. So just come to the console page, and here you can see this SSH button. We can use the SSH directly, but it opens a new window and it's little bit hectic. Okay, but I am just using the Cloud Shell. So just click on this down arrow. Then click on view gcloud command. Okay. And then click on run on shell. You can see all these things are mentioned over here. You have to just hit the enter button. Okay, and here you may get some kind of error. I will share you what you can do. So just first of all type y, hit enter, again hit enter, again hit enter. So here by default the SSH has been logged in. Now sometimes what happens, it shows exit code, SSH not found, or like this error comes. In such case you have to again click on this view gcloud command and run in Cloud Shell and repeat the same process what we did. And if you are still facing this issue, just simply restart the lab. Sometimes due to resources error, the lab does not work. Now from here our task starts. So just come over here to the lab instructions, and here you can clearly see this thing. So first of all, we are installing the Hugo. After that, we have to just change the directory and just run the script to install it. Now, once this is done, we have to just export our environment variables and install the Git. If I increase the more font size, then it will be easier. So I saw many of you are doing with mobile phones and complaining that we are unable to see. That's why I'm increasing the font size. So one more important thing, do hype the video and do subscribe the channel, guys. If you have any queries, you can let me in the comment section or just reach out to me via my social media handles. Now we have to just log in with our GitHub. So just paste this command, and here is the most important thing you need to take care. So as we have already created the GitHub account previously on the first step itself, and we have just now signed up also. Okay, once you are signed up, as you can see, we created the account also and we are signed in. Now here we have to just sign in. Okay. So now just sign in with the Cloud Shell. I mean to say we have to sign in with the Cloud Shell also. So just hit enter again, type Y, hit enter again. Now again hit enter and simply click on this link. Now here click on this link, and as we are already signed in, it will show like this. We have to just click on continue. And if you want to sign in with a different account, just use the different account and sign in with that account. So just continue with here. Now here we have got the code. Sometimes what happens, you get another code which is listed on your email which you use to create the account. Now here you need to understand what we are doing. Many of you are, first of all, drag your mouse cursor from here to here and just paste over here. Now, one thing many of you are doing one mistake, you have to create a personal GitHub account with your personal email address, not with a student email address or ID. Okay, not with a student email address or ID, you have to do it. Now, just click on continue and click on authorize GitHub. Once this is done, come over here and you can see we have logged in. Now, just come over here and just create a repository. It's a private repository. We are just creating it. So here, if you come over here to your GitHub account, you can see a new repository will be shown over here. So here you can see this repository has been successfully created. Now let's move ahead and just check the score for this task. So here by this way, we have just created the repository. Now we have to just run the command to just set up the new site. So just change it. And after that, let's install it. Just follow as I am doing and you will get full score without any issue. Now just run it like this. Again, just start the command. So now here you can see we have started the site. If you want to view the site, you have to just come over here and you can see the external IP. Copy it like this. And here, if you come over here and just paste it and come over here and from the lab instructions, just copy it like this. And just paste over here and hit enter. So once you have done this, you have to click on continue and you can see the site is live over here. So this is the way we have done the first step. Now click on Ctrl C together to stop the server. After that, we have to just check the score for this particular task. You can see. Okay, so you have to just restart it again. Let me restart it again. So you have to check the score when the server is running. Do not worry. We learn from mistakes only. So now if we check the score, you can clearly see we got the score. So when the site is running, then only you have to check the score. Now let's install the Firebase CLI. Use Ctrl C to just stop it. Just paste the Firebase CLI command. It will again take some time, so wait for it. So it's just setting the permissions and downloading the binary from the latest Linux tools. So all done. Now we have to just copy this And from here, please pay attention. This is the most important thing you need to understand. If you miss this step, then you'll get some kind of error. Now here, we have to use the up and down key arrow key to navigate. Like for navigating to the down side, you have to press the down arrow key. And if you want to navigate to the up side, you have to just press the upper arrow key. So let's come over here and just set up. So here we have to just check for the hosting section. If we come over here, so let me first of all check it. Okay, so the lab, they have not updated the manual, but I have just figured it out. So let's come over here and just come over here and just select that setup. You have to just click on this hosting page, and to select, you have to press the space bar on your button. Sorry, keyboard. You have to press the space bar. So once you see this circle is filled, you have to just hit enter. And to deselect it, if you have made a mistake and selected wrong settings, then you have to just press it like this. So we are just selecting it by pressing the space bar and then just hit enter. Now you have to see hit enter, use existing project. So now it's just doing it. Now here we have to select this project, hit enter again. Now here we have to just hit enter again and just type n and just run it. So finally we have done this step. Now we have done this step, I think so. Yes, we have initialized. This step is already done. Now here we have to just run it over here and paste it and hit enter. So here you can see we have already set up our manual deployment over here. So here it's just doing all the tasks manually. So here you can see the deployment is done. If you want to see the web page, just click on a link, and here you can see the same website is now hosted in a particular as a web app. Okay. Now after you have done this thing, now it's time to just automate the deployment. So first of all, perform the initial commit, and after that you have to just change the directory, and after that just perform the initial commit to the repository. So it's just doing all the tasks and it's done. Now we have to configure the build. So for that, just run this command, and we are just creating a cloudbuild.yaml file. If you want to view, you can just run the cat command to view the contents, whatever it is present. You can see all the contents over here, whichever it is present, what is the name of version, what is the directory, whatever we are just using, you can just view it. Cat is for just viewing the contents in the command, you can see. Now here let's create a connection. Now here comes the most important part where many of you are facing issues like account has been flagged. So just please pay attention to this step. So here you can see it's asking the action URL. So here you have to simply click on this action URL like this. And here you have to select your student account. You have to select your student account. Okay, you have to select your student account first of all. And now click on the continue option. So if it is just closing over here, okay, if it is just closing over here, what you can do, let me tell you the perfect fix for here. So here you have to just come to the cloud build. You have to just come over here to the cloud build page. Do not worry, you will surely get the score if you are following the tutorials on this channel. The best part is that you will get sure help, and sure your lab will be completed also. So just come over here, and here just come to the repository section. And first of all, let me reconnect. What I did, I came back because a new shell repository was open. So that's why we have come back and just set up all the things. Now here you can see configuration is incomplete. Okay. So just click on continue setup and click on this. Wait a second. Yes. And just select your username over here. Click on confirm. So now this thing is done. Now you have to link the repository. From here, you have to select, if your GitHub has multiple repositories, then you have to select only one. Do not select all. Which one? My Hugo site. You have to just select it. Click on it. and just click on the link option. So once this is done, you can clearly see the repository is linked. Now simply come over here and just check the score. If you check the score over here, so now it's asking to create the repository. It's very easy. Come over here and run this command. So it's just generating the repository. Now if you check the score, you'll get the score without any issue. So it's still showing error. Do not worry. I think we have to connect the repository also. So from here, if we just connect over here, let me come over here to the repository to the first generate. Okay. So finally the repository is successfully linked. So we don't have to do anything. Now let's check the score. It takes time, I think so. So yes, it's done. So like this, you have to just connect your repository. The key takeaways for this task is that you need to sign in with your student ID. But the GitHub account, you have to pre-sign in. Before starting the lab, you can create the GitHub account or delete all the things, whatever I have shown on the video, if you have just done this lab previously. And the GitHub account must be completed, okay, beforehand. And for signing up, you don't have to use the lab email. You have to just use the GitHub account email, which is your personal email. Okay, your personal GitHub account to be more precise. And then you can see we did not get any flagged issue over here. Even if you open the repository, you can see we are not getting any flag issue. So like this, you have to do it. Now let's build a trigger over here. Come back again to the Cloud Shell page and just run it. So now this thing is done. It's again taking some time because if I show you the trigger page, let me show you the trigger page. So the trigger is still in building state. If you come to the history also, you can see. So it's just working on it. Okay, trigger only I'm showing you. So it's just working all the tasks. You don't have to edit. I'm just showing you. So just wait for the build trigger to get created. It will take some time. So you can see after some time, the trigger has been successfully created. Now we have to just test the pipeline. So come back again over here, paste it like this, hit enter. And then we have to edit the config.toml file. So you have multiple methods to just configure it. So I'm just using the normal and easiest method. You have to just type nano space bar, paste the name over here, hit enter. Now here use the down arrow key to navigate to the title page. Okay, you can just come over here to the right using the right arrow key. And from here, you have to use the backspace button. Once you are here, just use the backspace button and just stop over here. Come back again to the lab instruction. Copy this from here, paste it like this. To save, what you have to do, you have to press Control. Make sure the Control button is pressed. Then Control with that press X, then Y, and then just hit Enter. Okay, Control X, Y, and then hit Enter. Control should be pressed. Okay. Now after that, you have to just push the initial commit and then just check the build over here like this and just check the logs. You can see the build is now working, and here you can see all the logs are available over here. And if you want to grab the URL, just run it. Now this will take some time, so you need to wait for 2 to 4 minutes, and after that it will be done. So for checking the score, you won't get the score instantly. You have to wait for all the things to get configured. So if you come over here to the history section, you can see it's just working over here. So you can see the build is successfully completed also. Here, sometimes what happens, the build gets completed instantly also, or sometimes it takes time. So here, when we come to the history page, it will just keep moving again and again, Okay, like this, it will be keep moving. So you have to wait. And if you get status failed over here, you have to click on it. And you can just click on retry build. So when you click on retry build, you can see, if I show you if it is working, let me show you. Here it will look like running. Okay, you can see here it's running. So by default, it will look like this. And once it is successfully completed, it will look like this, that succeeded, has been done all tasks. Now, this is the way we have to complete the lab. If you have any queries, you can let me in the comment section. Thank you guys. Have a great day ahead. Do like the video and subscribe the channel, and have a good day ahead.